Hey, so today we're talking about how to optimize what you are telling or showing a client. I use the formula tell, show, ask, TSA. So, not the TSA that you'd find at the airport, but the TSA that is going to make you more effective, get your prospect or customer to spend more time thinking about what you're saying, and then get into the brain of that customer with that ask question. Let's get to it.
All right, so the show, tell, and ask. Earlier, when we were originally talking about this session, we were going to go deeper on how you tell more of the data story. From the opening that you all shared, it seemed like you really needed more of the question. So I'm just gonna give you the highlights of the, things to think about when you're walking through data or talking through things that you want to say. But we're going to spend more time on the questions today. So when you're sharing, you all have already started leaning into that WIIFM, right? What's in it for them? Trying to make it interesting. Tell them a good story. It could be a story about them. It could be a story about somebody else and how this is similar to what we're seeing. But focus on the value of what this does for them, not just the features or that we've done it, right? So if there's something really cool, tell the impact of that story or say, we saw this in the data. What do you think the impact of this is, right? Get them involved right away in the conversation. We found something surprising here. We were pretty excited to see it, but what do you think? What is this? What is the story behind this? And then you can get them involved in that. Always make them the star. So I think about this like, has anybody ever done theater? Okay. All right, I was a total theater nerd. Crucible Cast Party really resonated for me if you were a Saturday Night Live watcher a few years ago. But if you think about the set, our technology and our solution should be the set of the theater performance. It's really about what they do, right? The couch, I was Mina and Dracula, and we spent a lot of time on the couch in the show that I was in. But the couch was its own thing, right? It was like curated from some I don't know what place, but it had something to do with the show, and it made the show what it was. But the Dracula was really the hero, right? So similarly, you want your client or your member to be the hero. So you want to make them the star of whatever the data is you're talking about. You want them to really feel and see what it is that the data is telling us, but what is the role that they played in it or could be continuing to play in it? And then that TSA that I like, the tell, show, ask, right? So when you're pulling up a data point, let's say you've got 3 things that you want to show them. As you're pulling that up, you want to start with why you're going to show them something. So Stephanie, as I was going through the data, you and I had talked previously about this thing. So I wanted to draw your attention to this specifically, right? So you're cueing them that you're going to show them something that's of interest. Then you want to show it to them, right? You want to either show them the data specifically, the report, whatever it is that you're taking them through. Could be a even functionality of anything that you're showing them. And then you want to engage them in the conversation. So this is what I heard and saw. This is why I was showing it to you. I'm curious, how does that resonate for you? Or, ask him a question about that specifically. We were surprised relative to other clients, to see that big a spike. That's a really big deal. What do you think is going on there? Or how does that compare to what you were seeing last year? Right. And so it's these questions that help them to engage in the conversation and take you deeper. What happens oftentimes is we walk through data and then at the end we ask a question like, any questions on that? We thought this was pretty cool. What do you think? Oh, yeah, it's good, right? And then you're on to the next thing. You want to break up that conversation into those component parts of, I want them to figure out whether, your hypothesis is that this data should resonate, right? So for each piece, you want to see if it does. You want to test that hypothesis.
If you've made it all the way through to this part of the recording, you are either a sales pro, a sales enablement pro, or certainly on your way to being. For more tips and tricks like this, follow me on my LinkedIn page, or you can like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, or both. Find me at Toying with This Idea. If you need coaching, whether it's for you as an individual or for your team, as well as things like training, tools, talk tracks, tech optimization, any of the things that are going to support your go-to-market effectiveness, you can also find me on LinkedIn or reach out to me via my website, Toying with This Idea. Get out there, go crush it, have fun.